Hello everyone, welcome back to the Devils TV. Manchester United, West Ham United, Manchester United in the Premier League. I have some very special guests here with me today. Obviously, we have Dave on here, then we have Devendra, Akshay, Ayush from Tug Sports. So yeah, how are you all doing today?
We are fine,
Thank you very
bro.
much. We are fine, bro.
Yeah, hi. Excited to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm glad. This game will be taking place at a London stadium. Um, it's obviously a big game for Manchester United because today Manchester City dropped points and tomorrow Chelsea play Spurs. So there's an opportunity there because if Spurs can get a result against Chelsea, there's an opportunity there for United to have a bit of a gap because we already have a gap between City because if Spurs win against them earlier in the season. It's a big 3 points here, and of course, Mikel Antonio and Vanadama will not be available for this game. So West Ham will not actually have a natural striker for this game. So yeah, enough from me. I guess let's start with Neil. Fine, go with him first. Give us your thoughts on this game, Neil.
Yeah, I think so. After the defeat to Young Boys, means I was completely, I was I was dejected. I was really disappointed with the performance against Young Boys. So afterwards, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a very good West Ham side, and we should not, you know, means the midfield is so good. Means especially our problem is the midfield only with Fred and with Fred, especially Fred and Matic playing in midfield. Means many people are saying Fred and Matic will play in midfield, but still I think so. Yeah, it will be a big game for us, and in my opinion, that it will be. Means the problem. It means West Ham they are now competing in Europa League, a big thing for them. But still, means Europa League is still a big thing, big achievement for them, and we should not take our opponents lightly. And I think so. With yeah, I mean to say that this will be a very tough game for us because it is in the London Stadium, and London Stadium hasn't been good for us. Away record has been good for us, but not the London Stadium. Means like, we know last time we made a comeback win against them, but still I'm a little bit nervous for this game after the defeat against the Young Boys. Yeah, looking forward for this game.
But I probably should have asked this before. But like, what like fans are you? What clubs of fans are you? Are you
I'm a Barcelona fan.
okay? Akshay.
I'm Manchester United fan.
Okay, Ayush.
I'm a Real Madrid fan.
Oh, bloody hell! So a Clasico and three Manchester United fans. Interesting. Okay, I guess let's start with Devendra. You can go first. Like, give us your thoughts on this game as a neutral perspective.
Actually, I think Manchester United have been struggling defensively more. They have been conceding goals. We can see in the previous games, or and the thing that is lacking with them is with their squad is the defensive midfielder. I believe if they had signed a good defensive midfielder, then this issue would have been resolved. Because you can see the stats of the previous games that the opponent teams are taking a lot of shots against United, and that is causing them a big problem. So, but with the lack of Mikel Antonio in the West Ham squad, I think they are in the safe spot right now, Manchester United, and they have the chances to win this game and maybe keep a clean sheet as well. So
Okay.
that's how I'm gonna summarize this.
But I don't
Okay.
think what you said like about the attacking. So, matlab, we are of course we are conceding more, but we didn't even attack in that game. That was because of the red card, and after the red card, like we started playing defensively, and everything became defensive. So we didn't create much chances also. So it was just like two shots on target, because pretty much less according to United standards. But yeah, the game with West Ham, it won't be that easy, but it won't be that, like, we are really a good squad now, and we should not be afraid of West Ham. We should not be afraid of facing West Ham, teams like West Ham. Of course, it is not a mid-table club anymore. West Ham now it is competing in Europa, but I do think game will be tough. But West Ham should not be taken lightly. But yeah, of course, it would be an easy win because we have Ronaldo in our squad. We have Sancho. So team is really nice, and we have most importantly we have winning mentality with us with Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes. So I think it would be
Uh,
easy. And with
yeah.
yeah.
I agree with all those points. And just one thing I want to mention, like everyone's blaming Jesse Lingard for the game, for the goal we conceded against Young Boys, the second minute, the second goal. Like people will disagree with me, but I don't think it's his fault, because if you actually carefully see that goal, he's playing in Fred's position. So like basically what happens is that Lingard gets the ball, and then he has no idea who to pass it to because everyone is out of position. So he has no idea who to pass it to. So he just plays it back to De Gea, but then he gets the pass wrong. And like it happens to all of us. Like it happens to Bruno, it happens to Pogba. Like a lot of players
Yeah.
get their passes wrong sometimes. And it was such unfortunate that at that moment Lingard got the pass wrong, and then the Young Boys play was true, and then we conceded. Um, so yeah, it was an unfortunate, but like Lingard, obviously he shouldn't be at the club anyway, in my opinion. We should have sold him to West Ham this summer. He should have been actually playing against us in this game, but he's staying at the club, and he wants to stay at his boyhood club, and I totally understand that. Because like us Manchester United fans, like it would be hard to say that we won't stay at Manchester United if we had the opportunity to go there. Because we love the club and all of that. So like I do respect Lingard for staying. I just don't think it's the right move for his career. But yeah, moving on. I just give us your thoughts on this game.
I think this is going to be one of the exciting clash for Manchester United fans because there is an opportunity to top the table, and with Benrahma is doubtful for this clash and Antonio missing the game, I can see that Solskjaer should see this as a chance to grab all the 3 points because it is very rare when Manchester City drop points, and I think the defeat against Young Boys was like some kind of memory that you want to forget. So I think this is again a good opportunity to start, and this game is going to be good even though they are playing at West Ham stuff, but I think with Ronaldo in the side there is always an advantage to Manchester United.
Of course, and of course, Kurt Zuma, obviously, a great signing for West Ham United. I think he'll probably make his debut in this game. He's a very good centre back, of course. Won the Champions League with Chelsea last season, and he's a very good centre back.
Yeah,
but
he's
like,
a very experienced player. He has experience with big clubs, so yeah, he's a good signing. For
Yeah.
West Ham United.
Even if
Yeah,
you
and,
look at the previous game that against Dinamo Zagreb, there was I can say defensively dominance of Kurt Zuma.
Yeah. Like he's a very good centre back, and of course, he has a bullet header in his locker, and we have to be careful for that. But I think we should be able to. Like the only thing that I'm kind of worried about is that I don't think I think we'll keep a clean sheet. We should keep a clean sheet because Maguire and Varane should be able to handle their attack, especially with them not having a fixed striker. And also Sean Wan-Bissaka should be able to deal with the wingers. But the problem is, I think in the midfield is the real issue because I think we're going to get swarmed in the midfield. I think, and like it's said in football it's said in football that games are won and lost in the midfield. It's kind of weird actually because we lost most of our midfield battles last season and we still finished second. So that's kind of a bit of a myth. But yeah. I'm just gonna share my screen right here because normally what we do in these previews, we normally pick the starting 11 we would pick for the game for Manchester United. So okay, I'm just gonna do that here. Okay, hold on, let me change the formation real quick. Okay, so in goal, I would go for David De Gea. Does everyone else agree?
David De Gea.
Yeah.
No brainer,
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two centre backs, obviously Maguire and Varane.
Yeah. Back four would be
yeah.
same.
Back four, actually, like right back is a bit of an interesting one because obviously we have a game against Villarreal on the 30th, I believe, and Dalot will actually have to play in that game. So do you put Wan-Bissaka or do you try to get Dalot a bit of match fitness before that game?
See, I would always put Wan-Bissaka even last season. The schedule was more tighter than this. So Wan-Bissaka played all the matches. So if it is about the red card you were talking about last match, so it happens once in a while. Like Wan-Bissaka don't make that much error, but so I will always go with Wan-Bissaka. See, I know Wan-Bissaka is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, continue.
Yeah, his tackles are on the point. He's not pretty much good with going forward. That people says, but he has got 6 assists last season, which is same as Luke Shaw's. So
Yeah.
I don't think like he's not that bad. He's very well defensively. So and even Dallo, he was in Italy. So I don't think he's up to that mark defensively. So I will go with Wan-Bissaka.
But I want to interrupt. I want to interrupt that you say that Wan-Bissaka's positional marking is very awful at some point. His positional marking is very
Yeah.
awful. That is why we concede a lot of goals on the air, and that is very and I that's kind of pissed me off a lot. And we have to work on his positional awareness
But
a lot.
yes, sorry to interrupt you there, but I don't think it was actually Wan-Bissaka's fault. I think what happened was that Lindelof was actually playing here, next to Wan-Bissaka. So I think what was happening was that Lindelof, he was getting bullied in the air for too much. So Wan-Bissaka tried to try to get sucked in to Lindelof to help him out. But now Varane is there, so I think with Varane in the team. And Sancho off the right. I think Wan-Bissaka. I think he's learning it better with Sancho and Varane in the team. So, yeah, that's what I think. Okay, let's put him in the team. Left
There
back,
is
Luke
one
Shaw.
more reason to put Wan-Bissaka because I think the West Ham, the West Ham team do not have that much pace on their wings. Okay, and Wan-Bissaka can overpower come easily. So there might be a chance that he could even switch to an attacking role and give cross to Cristiano Ronaldo. That is one thing that I can say he's better than Diego Dalot. So we can put Wan-Bissaka there.
Yeah, but I wasn't saying that Dalot is better than Wan-Bissaka. Like what I was saying was that Dalot, he's gonna have to start the next Champions League game. So I was thinking that maybe we should start Dalot this game so that he can get a bit of match fitness before the game against Villarreal.
There's the Carabao Cup match also, Pete, against
Oh, yeah,
West
yeah.
Ham.
Yeah, midweek. Yeah. But yeah, we don't need to get about that actually. Just there. In the midfield, it's a tough one. I would put Fred and Donny. What do you guys think?
Okay, you start with the left CDM. I will tell you.
Left CDM. Well, I would put Fred.
Fred, seriously.
Bro, I don't want Fred, to be very honest, because no. I'm not a big fan of Fred, to be very
No,
honest.
no
like
one
it's-
wants Fred
no.
except the Solskjaer.
Yeah, because
Fred, really.
he's his favorite. He's his favorite though.
No, like the only reason
Yeah.
I'm saying Fred is because it's like we don't really have anyone else. Because Pogba, I think he's probably going to play off the left, and Matic can't really play 2 games a week, and he can't really play that much football. So your only options are Fred and Van de Beek.
Yeah, I think Solskjaer will go with Van de Beek this time because I think he has to give him playing time first. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this feeling like tomorrow Solskjaer.
Okay, so again, I'm going to put Fred and Van de Beek in midfield then, because
But the problem with Solskjaer that he has his favorites. We never know that because McTominay is back in training. McTominay is also one of my favorite players, and we never know. He can even start
Yeah.
McTominay also in midfield.
yeah.
Right. I think.
Yeah, Neil, you are right.
With the defend,
Okay.
with
It's
the-
a very
Okay,
interesting.
David, please
I think,
go on.
I think with the defeat against Young Boys, I think it's a psychological pressure as well that Solskjaer has to go with full force on the field in the next game and win the game with a good margin. So he has to pick a team which can do a very good attacking and not to worry about the defense right now. because the West Ham, they are missing their major playmaker and striker. So I believe he will go with more of attack so that he can win the game with dominance.
Yeah,
That is important also
yeah,
for
yeah.
the team for confidence.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I completely agree with that. I think this will kind of, I think the midfield will sort of be like how it was against Leeds. I think what will happen, I think Fred, like against Leeds, Fred was mainly here for the whole time. He was mainly just patrolling the back four, protecting them, and he wasn't really. I know he got a goal, but like throughout the game, he wasn't really getting forward that much. And McTominay was the one who was like running past Bruno, and making forward runs. So I think what's going to happen in this game, I think there's a very good opportunity to attack. So I think what Solskjaer's going to do, he's going to put Fred here to patrol the back four and be a CDM, and I think Van Beek is going to be the box-to-box player. Um, so
If
yeah,
you're playing Fred, I don't think Solskjaer will play Van de Beek. Then of course Pogba and Bruno are there always in the team.
yeah. At Cam, of course, Bruno, of course,
Yeah,
and
no brainer.
yeah. The front three is a bit of a tricky one. After right for me, it has to be Sancho.
And so, but where will you play Greenwood then? Because Cavani is out and
Oh,
Rashford
shit,
is
oh yeah, I forgot. Oh
and
god.
Rashford is has he recently came back to his injury
He's not fit though. He's not fit, I don't think. Yeah.
and you can play you can play Marshall at the left though. You can play Marshall at the
Oh,
left.
this is tough. Okay, wait. Okay, like, well,
Martial.
what do you guys say? Front three. What do you guys think?
I think same as the last match. Like on the left Sancho, on the right Greenwood, striker Ronaldo.
Then
Okay,
then Akshay, where will Pogba play then?
No,
Yeah, I wanted like I would replace Pogba like Fred with Pogba. So I wanted Pogba in the squad, but he has put already Fred. So I think then Van de Beek won't play if
Wait, okay, hold on.
plays Fred. Robin-
Wait, so how about? So I think. Wait, so like, could we do Pogba and Donny in the midfield then? Pogba and Van de Beek.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Pogba and Van de
We can
Beek.
try that.
as-
Yeah, I'm gonna put that actually because we can try that because like they're not really gonna be a threat for us on the attack. Like our defense can deal with their attack. So I think it's a good game to try it
And,
out.
and to be very honest, Steve, and sorry to interrupt you, Steve, in between, but
Yeah.
I think so. We should put Van de Beek in a 6 because he was doing a pretty good job in defensive wise against new young boys. Because we saw a lot of tackles, a lot of blocks against young boys. So we can put Van de Beek at 6 and Pogba at 8 so that Pogba gets the freedom to go up and down the pitch and don't need to protect the back four. We can do that.
Yeah, and like I didn't actually think Donny was a 6, but like Ollie and Donny both said that he can play as a 6. So like we should try that out. So yeah, okay. So front three, I would say okay. Yeah. I'll put a front three that was mentioned previously. So Sancho off the right. Hold on.
Okay, I have
Uh,
one question. Like,
Yeah.
why is it always like 4-3-2-1, 4-2-3-1 Solskjaer? Like, why does the formation doesn't change? Like, don't we have any plan B? Like this,
I think have to.
everyone knows our like it is our identity.
It kind of his identity. But like to be honest, our plan B might actually be a back five. To be honest. So,
No, dude, come on, no black, please, no
Back
black,
five.
please,
No,
please,
no.
please, please.
United
Don't
way
give,
first.
don't give me orders for against Leipzig, please,
okay.
please.
Well, it's also wonders against
It is-
PSG to be fair, but yeah.
It is not a way. We are not defensive first of all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Off the right, I would actually put Greenwood off the left because I think he can play off the left, and I want to get Sancho to play on that right because I think eventually like he will end up being our right winger. So I want to get him some experience playing off the right. So yeah. And at striker Ronaldo. Yeah, kind of a joke that he was subbed off against young boys. I will never understand that, but whatever. So yeah, do you guys agree with this team?
Greenwood on the left, bro. Greenwood on the left, like it's bit odd. Like
It's actually a bit
but-
odd. It's a bit odd, yeah. It's a bit odd.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. Yeah, putting
Okay,
Greenwood
fine.
on the left wing. Yeah, but I think Greenwood will start no matter what because he got rest in the
Yeah,
last game
he's in great
against Young
form.
Boys, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he has got good stats in Premier League, like
Yeah.
for a young boy.
3
So I think
goals.
right. So he will start, and I think he will play on the right wing only.
Yeah, and and I'm gonna say something real quick, and I just think, and like people might laugh at me for this, but I honestly think Greenwood's finishing compared to Ronaldo, I don't think it's better at all, but I think it's comparable to Ronaldo. His finishing, Greenwood's, it's comparable in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, not going into the comparisons because we have seen Ronaldo finishing from like 40 yards, 50 yards, and so
Yeah.
the point is, Greenwood, for his age, he is too good, right?
Yeah.
So and again, I'm saying that he has got good stats in Premier League, which are not spoken of enough. He's such an underrated player, I guess. Uh, but Solskjaer knows he's a good player and he's a starter kind of player. So yeah, he will start. He will start on the right.
Yeah.
I just had one suggestion to add here. If Rashford is available and he is fit to start, I think he should go on for Sancho.
No, I think it's no. I think Rashford is fit though, because he's just back from his injury, and I'm pretty sure it's a few more weeks actually till Rashford is back. Like he's
Yeah,
back in
it's-
training, but but if he needs a few more weeks to be matched.
No, I added if he is fit, if he is fit to start, okay, and then if he is ready to play, I think then you should start in place of Sancho. It should be a good experiment,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
No, but okay, like this is a thing. I don't think that would be a good idea because Rashford and Greenwood. This happened last season with Cavani. Well, last season what happened was Rashford and Greenwood. They aren't creative wingers at all. They are inside forwards who will look to score goals. So that will make a striker like Ronaldo. That won't make him that service. Like the reason why we bought Sancho is because if we put Rashford off the left and Sancho on the right, we will have one goal scoring winger and one creative winger, and that balances the team because Sancho will look to can put a cross into Ronaldo, and Rashford will look to score goals. So I don't think Greenwood and Rashford after playing is a good idea because I think that makes Ronaldo, because I think that decreases Ronaldo's chances. So yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, do you guys agree with this team?
Yeah,
Um,
I think I think it will be the starting 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will start
yeah.
with Varane. There was this confusion whether he will start with Lindelof or not, but I think
Nah.
he will go with Varane only.
But out of but Steve, sorry to interrupt, but I don't know why am I getting this feeling, but I think so. He will start Fred because, but I always get this feeling because he's Ollie's favorite. But I'm always
Everyone knows so with Fred.
means Fred means I don't get this of Ollie that Fred consistently so many matches he has been this poor, has he been so much poor, so poor. Then also he will start Fred. Then also will start. I don't get it. And then he starts Matic and Fred in midfield against Southampton, and then Fred makes a huge blunder. Means I don't know what to say about that. And then then also he starts against means against Newcastle, then against Young Boys. I don't know what to say about that, man. Means,
To be fair, he was good against Young Boys. To be fair, he was good against Young Boys.
but he still got a 2 rating by the
Oh,
United
yeah.
fans.
Yeah, if you understand rating, standing out very too. No, but I think this proves what Fred is good at. In the Young Boys game, Fred he didn't really shine until the second half. Like Fred, he didn't really have that great of a game until the red card. After that, the red card, essentially he didn't need to do anything but defend. That was all he needed to do. He defended, and he actually had a good game, and that summarizes Fred. That is the one thing he is good at: defending, making tackles, like energy and all that. Like he is good defensively, but that's not enough. That's not enough. Like he needs to improve on the other side of his game. And also, this is something that kind of pisses me off. In the interview, Fred, he said that he is working, on trying to distribute on his passing, and he is working on turning and distributing the ball forward. That means he's not a CDM. He's learning on the job. At Manchester United, he is learning how to be a CDM. why do we have a player who's learning how to be a CDM? Why do we not have a player who knows how to be a CDM already? And like that's the confusing part for me.
We,
Because like
we have a player as well who is learning to become a striker, Luke De Jong, a recent signing. But apart from that, that's the point I put in the beginning, that United are lacking in defensive midfield. So they had to sign. I think that was the most required signing by them, but they did not sign any defensive midfielder, and it's gonna like haunt them for the rest of the season. That's how I think.
yeah. Like I think next summer, I think what's gonna happen is that I think we're gonna get either Rice or Chouamini. If you guys don't know what Chouamini is, he's a young CDM from Monaco in the French league. He's a starter, one of the better CDMs in the French league for Monaco. And he's rated very highly, and like Chelsea, I think Chelsea will actually looking at him as their second choice CDM if they won't get Rice. So like he is a very good CDM. So I think if Chelsea will get Rice, we'll get Chouamini. If they get Chouamini, we'll get Rice. And it's as simple as that. I prefer Rice, of course, but I don't mind Chouamini. Even Neves maybe. I like this. Anyone apart from Fred actually. Anyone apart from Fred.
I have a
I
suggestion
don't
of a
know why.
CDM. Yeah, yeah, you can go on. Yeah.
No, I just feel that if Manchester United sustain themselves into top three till the winter transfer window, I think they can sign Declan Rice. I have this kind of feeling, and I think
Yeah.
that there is negotiation going from Declan Rice agent as well, that he want to leave the club. Maybe this year or this season, it is not sure. But if Manchester United is in a strong position mid-table in the mid-season, then definitely they can sign Declan Rice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just to
Declan Rice
just to
would be a
add,
good
yeah.
signing.
Yeah, just to
Yeah,
add that
please go ahead.
I have a very, I have a very different choice of CDM, of certain EC Milan player, Frank Kessie. Frank Kessie, because he has got 6 months left in his contract. I mean, it's not 6 months, but means, 1 year left in his contract, and we can sign him for cheap. We can sign him for free next season. And he wants to leave AC Milan, and he wants to join he wants to join Manchester United, and he wants to play in the Theatre of Dreams at Old Trafford. So he could be a very good signing as well for us. Frank
Also,
Kessie.
another player who has 1 year left on his contract is Dennis Zakaria of Borussia Mönchengladbach. I know he's a bit injury prone, but like for free, why not? Like for free, I think it's worth the risk for free. So yeah, I think I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like in the modern game, like players are getting signed up for free a lot. Like for fuck's sake, Messi was signed out for free. Like a lot of players are getting signed on for free these days. Like a lot of players are running their contracts down soon, and that's a bit of a interesting thing these days. A lot of players are running their contracts down. Hopefully that won't happen to us. Actually, it did happen to us, but yeah, never mind. So yeah, this is just some other Premier League results today. Newcastle drew at Leeds. Arsenal beat. They beat Burnley 1-0. Liverpool beat Palace 3-0. Their amazing run continues. And also what was the results? Brentford beat Wolves 2-0. And also City of course they drew with Southampton, and I got bullshit here. How the hell did they get? How the hell did City get 8 minutes of stoppage time? 8 minutes of stoppage time. How? Bloody hell, 8 minutes of stoppage time, and they still couldn't get it. But yeah, this is a massive opportunity of Manchester United, because if we can win here, we'll be 4 points ahead of City, which is absolutely huge at this stage of the season, because City, like I'll probably say that they're the favourites probably for the Premier League. So being 4 points ahead of City, who are the favourites of the Premier League, will actually be pretty huge for us. And so yeah, kind of all there's for today. Of course, let's end off with score predictions. Let's start off with Neil. Score predictions.
I want I don't know what to say, but we have to be attacking from the first minute itself. We can't be defensive at all, So we need to play attacking football, and I think so. We can beat them in Varane. If Varane in defense, then 3-0 United.
Okay. Devandra.
I think it's going to be a 2-0 to United.
Okay. Akshay.
I think it would be 2-0.
Ayush?
I think it's going to be 2-0. I think all the 2 goals scored by Cristiano Ronaldo maybe.
Maybe.
You want to make him
I
the
hope.
top scorer of the Premier League as well, huh?
Yeah, he will be.
Uh,
Actually, I
But,
made him my FPL team captain, so I want maximum points out of him.
I'd actually go for 4-2 because I think they're going to swarm the midfield and they're going to get a couple of goals after that. But I think we're going to score more goals. Yeah, I'm going to go with 4-2. And yeah, and also midweek, by the way, midweek West Ham in the Europa League. I forgot what team they faced, but they faced. I forgot what team they faced, but they won that game 2-0. Antonio and
Dinamo
I
Zagreb.
scored. Yeah, or Zagreb. Oh yeah, them. Yeah, they won against them 2-0. So this is an opportunity as well because I think they played on Wednesday or Thursday, and now they're playing on Sunday. So a bit of a less gap there. So we do have an advantage in terms of fitness, and of course in terms of match strength, because like we have way more players to come off the bench than they do. They'll probably put Yarmolenko as striker. That striker, maybe Bowen. I'm not sure actually, but I think Bowen, Benrahma, and Yarmolenko probably. Sorry, not Benrahma. Bowen, Yarmolenko, and Fornals would probably be the front three, with Vlasic at cam, and the rest of the team makes itself. So yeah. Also, just quick a bit of a loan update. I don't know the score of the game right now, but Axel Tuanzebe today he started for Aston Villa against Everton in the back five. I'm not actually sure what system they're playing now because just 2 games in a row now that Aston Villa have played a back five, and I'm happy with it because Tuanzebe is one of my favorite players, and I'm happy that he's getting game time for them. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of all for today. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us, man.
And no problem. A pleasure to have all of you. And where can we find all of you guys on?
I'm sorry, man. Your voice just.
Yeah.
Where can we find all you 3 guys on? Like on YouTube, where can we?
He's asking us like, वो पूछ रहा है कि like where can we find us apart from YouTube, I guess. Like
like on YouTube. But yeah.
On YouTube only is
Okay.
asking.
So basically, we are a channel just like you guys. Tug Sports is the name, and we cover all the sporting events that's happening, even in the European football or Indian football. We are covering everything. So guys, if you're watching this stream, make sure to like this channel, subscribe to it, and check out our channel Tug Sports. And it's very great to have a brilliant discussion about Manchester United with great Manchester United supporters. It is really a privilege for us, I can say.
But yeah, it's a privilege for us to have you on
Yeah,
here,
it's a
so,
privilege for us actually
yeah.
to have you on the show.
Yeah.
We have to do this for the community, football community, man. Like we have to support each other and then just grow together.
Yeah. Well, like next time you guys try to get us on the video next time then.
Sure, man.
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like, I don't know if you'll be interested, but we do watch-alongs. We actually do them on another channel, the Red Devils. Like over there, we do watch-alongs for Manchester United games. So, like, if any of you are ever interested in joining, you're most welcome to.
Yeah, brother, actually it depends upon the schedule, man. Like most of us are like professional workers, so we get time in the night only. So only after 11. That's why Ayush was telling you that to join after 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So,
Of course. Like no, yeah, of course. Like I'm saying, like if you're
there is a better word for professional workers. That is, we are doing job. You can
working
say
professionally.
so. It looks
Working
good.
professionally.
It's okay, David, no problem.
Working professional.
Yeah, it's okay, no problem.
yeah.
समझ गया ना? You understood, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, then we'll laugh at there. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you want to. Turn on post notifications to be notified when we upload our next video. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.